How's it going, guys? This is Chris here, back with another video for you guys, and today we're going to be taking a look at my PlayStation 2 collection. Now, I've had this PlayStation 2 collection for a while now, probably since like 2012, 2011, maybe even before that, honestly. Um, but it has decreased in size a lot since then, just due to me having to sell games, due to money issues, things like that. So my collection did go from 100 plus games down to around 40 games over the years, and I just really haven't been adding to it a lot. So it is a lot smaller compared to what it used to be. But, I still have some decent titles in here. It's just some more of the more expensive games I used to have are just no longer in here. But we're still going to take a look at it, and I'm going to show you all what I have. I'm going to tell you a little bit about each game and what I think about it. So, yeah, guys, let's get into it. First game up here is SSX 3. A very, very good snowboarding game. The GameCube version of this game, actually, I believe it was this one, you could play as the Mario character. You could play as Mario, Luigi, and Peach. But that was only in the GameCube version. And that, in my opinion, that made that one a little cooler. But, it's still a great game on the PS2. SSX is a great snowboarding game series, and I really wish they would bring it back and make it like how it used to be. It was just off the wall. It's just wacky, fun, crazy, snowboarding awesomeness. This is back when EA was actually a good company. Ooh, I don't know where I'm gonna put the ones I show after. I didn't clear any space off. Alright, whatever. We're just gonna lay them down on the floor. Over here we have Naruto Ultimate Ninja. Now, this was my game back in the day. This was my shit. This is the game where if someone tried to fucking challenge me to a fighting game, we would pick this and I would wipe the floor with them. Like, I knew every character's moves. I knew every combo. I was pretty much unstoppable in this game, and it is still a great fighting game. I do want to fire up my PS2 again one of these days and just pop this in, just to relive some memories. Right here we have a classic, and that's Star Wars Battlefront 2, one of my all-time favorite games ever made. So many great memories of playing this game with my friends. And my mom. My mom would actually sit down and play this game with me as well. Very fun times. Very great memories. An amazing shooter. It's so sad to see what they did to the remade ones or the remastered versions. They look worse than the freaking PC versions that are already on Steam. The original versions that are on Steam look better and perform better than these new remasters. So that's why I haven't bothered buying the remastered, because I'd rather just play Battlefront 2 on Steam and just play on the modded servers. But yeah, Star Wars Battlefront 2, an amazing shooter for its time, and it still holds up great to this day. Definitely a game I'll always go back to and play. Final Fantasy 12. Final Fantasy 12 is one of the most disliked games in the series, and I think that's mainly because of its weird battle system. It was not your traditional turn-based RPG. It was more of a, I want to say tab to target, maybe like that, kind of like a tab to target battle system where you had to pretty much focus on one enemy at a time, kind of thing. They had like little health bars over their head, and pretty much you just lock onto one enemy and just start beating the shit out of them. And then you move on to the next one. But in my opinion, this is still a great game. I really enjoyed it. I played it all the way through back in the day. It can get difficult. It does have some difficult bosses, but the story is really good and the characters are really good as well. I would recommend it if you've never played it. It also has a remaster on the PS4, Xbox One, and PC, and I think the Switch called the Zodiac Age. Whoa, that one's open. Got Red Dead Revolver. Now, this is where the Red Dead series began. Red Dead Revolver. Back in, like 2004, I think? Yeah, 2004. It's not an open world game like its, sequels, like Red Dead 1 and 2. But it's still a great game. It has a great story. You play as Red Harlow. You go through these linear western levels, and it's action-packed with a bunch of just honestly funny characters, funny villains. The blood and gore in this game is great. Like when you shoot somebody in the face, it's like you hear them fucking gargling on their blood and fucking blood shooting out of their fucking face and shit. And it's honestly so entertaining. And one of the very first games I played back when I was a kid that had like blood and gore, and I was just like, whoa, he's gargling out his guts, bro. This is awesome. And it's still entertaining to this day. It's like you just shoot them in the face, they die, the health jug comes out of them, you pick up a health jug to refill your health. It's a great game. Also, the soundtrack's amazing. Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers. Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers is based off the movies by Peter Jackson. Now this game, it's not just the two towers. The beginning of the game, you play through the first half, like the first part of the Fellowship of the Ring. It pretty much starts you off where you're going to the Mines of Moria. That's where you start off at. And then it goes on to there, to Amon Hen. And then after you beat Amon Hen, then it goes into Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers with Fangorn Forest. And then after that, you just go through the rest of the two towers. You can play as Legolas, Aragorn, and Gimli. And then you'll unlock another character towards the end of the game. I'm not going to say who, because I don't remember. It might be Isildur, I think. Yeah, it's a very nice action-packed hack and slash kind of game. Pull off combos. I was about to say eat some orc ass. Beat some orc ass. But yeah. Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers, a great game. Highly, highly recommend it. Okay, another Lord of the Rings. We got Lord of the Rings: The Third Age. Now this is actually a turn-based RPG. And it's a hell of a good one. It feels a lot like Final Fantasy X. You can tell it took probably a lot of inspiration from Final Fantasy X. It's just a turn-based Lord of the Rings game. You get the characters from the movies, and you also get new characters that are made just for this game. It's very fun, very entertaining. You go through scenes from the movie, you go through the Mines of Moria, you go to Minas Tirith, you go to Helm's Deep, you go through so many parts of the Lord of the Rings universe, and it's honestly really great. You even go to the Battle of Osgiliath, which was actually a very fun part in the game. Sonic Riders. Now this is one of my all-time favorite Sonic games, and they need to make a remake or a remaster or something, because this game was amazing. Like, the soundtrack was amazing. The gameplay was just smooth and great. The characters they added were great. Like Jet the Hawk, freaking, he's down there. The opening to the game will always stick in my head. It's such a good Sonic game. Like, it really was. Like, back when Sonic was in, like, peak Sonic. Next up here we have Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. Great platformer, one of my favorites. Very, very easy to play game, very short. I also have the Sly collection on PS3, so that's where I played it recently. and I'm still currently playing through Sly 2. But I did platinum this game on the PS3. It's a really easy platinum. So if you guys are looking for an easy PS3 platinum, go get the Sly collection on PS3 because they're all pretty easy to platinum. Guitar Hero Encore rocks the 80s. This game was great. It's pretty much it's like an expansion of Guitar Hero 2, pretty much. Same characters, same thing. That's what it feels like. It just feels like a Guitar Hero 2 DLC, pretty much. But it's just all 80 songs. You know, you got things like in there like here's the songs. You got Holy Diver by Dio. Freaking Yes. Freaking I Wanna Rock. Nothing But a Good Time. Freaking Heat of the Moment. No One Like You. 17. Wrathchild. You know, there's a lot of big 80s hits on here. Definitely very fun. If you have a PS2, definitely look into getting this game because it's pretty wild. Okay. Final Fantasy X, Black Label. This game means a lot to me. This game was one of the earlier JRPGs I played. Like, I played 8 first. And then I never played 9 back in the day. I played 9 later on. So I pretty much went 8 to 10. And when they had the voice acting in here, I was like, whoa, wait, 8 didn't have this. And that's because this is the very first Final Fantasy game to have voice acting. And I was like, shit, that's pretty freaking awesome. Great story, great music, great characters. Like, very, very memorable characters. Like, honestly, probably my favorite cast of Final Fantasy characters in any Final Fantasy game. Just an amazing game. I could probably make a whole video just talking about this game. I've beaten it several times. It's a wonderful experience. If you have never played Final Fantasy X, you do it. Please do it. It's available on everything. You can play it anywhere. It doesn't matter now. You have no excuse not to play it. It's on every platform. Well, unless you want to play it on like a Leapfrog, but other than that, it's on every platform. Okay. That case is kind of dirty. That disappoints me. I don't know what happened there. Dusty. Okay. I got Persona 4. This is my favorite PS2 RPG. Persona 4 was quite the experience for me. It still holds a very, very special place in my heart. I'm actually going to open this one just because of how beautiful it is. It has a little bonus soundtrack in there. An amazing, amazing RPG. I'm actually planning on playing through Golden for the first time soon, because I have not yet played the Golden content for myself. So there's a lot of stuff from Golden I haven't even seen yet, and I have that on Steam. So if you guys don't know what Golden is like Golden came out on the Vita back in 2011. It was pretty much the remastered version of Persona 4, and they just added content. Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. Tony Hawk's American Wasteland was one of the best Tony Hawk games ever made, in my personal opinion, next to Underground and Underground 2. This one just added some newer kind of controls to it. It felt kind of different compared to the Underground 1 and 2. Felt a little smoother. They added BMX bikes to it. The story, honestly, out of every Tony Hawk game, I think the story in this one was probably the best. It's very awesome Tony Hawk fun. If you've played Tony Hawk games in the past, you know how great Tony Hawk games were. Definitely give this game a try. It was also on the 360, which is the better version. Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy. Now, me and Seasto were supposed to play through this game. We were supposed to play through this game back in like 2015, but it never happened. I don't know what. Nah, I don't know why it never happened. Something happened. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure we're still supposed to play through this game together. Like, it's not co-op, of course, but I mean, like, play through it at the same time and then give each other's opinions on it, kind of thing. But yeah, I played a little bit of it back in the day. It's a pretty interesting Zelda-like game, honestly. It gave me some Zelda vibes. I would really like to go back to it and actually play through the whole game. I might just buy it on Steam or something just to play it through it like that. Disney Extreme Skate Adventure. Imagine Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4 mixed together with just the Disney universe. That's pretty much what this game is. It uses the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 engine, and it's freaking great. You can play as Buzz Lightyear, Simba, Tarzan, Woody, freaking, I think Jesse, Pumbaa, Timon. There's a lot of great Disney characters in here you can play as. You can also just play as, like, you know, the human, the kid. You can create a character. It even has the same, like, character creation screen as Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. I remember you can go to a McDonald's in this. There's McDonald's. I think Ronald McDonald is a playable character. I can't remember. I might be fucking wrong and dreaming about that or something. I don't know why I would be dreaming about that. It's kind of weird, but I'm pretty sure there's something that has to do with Ronald McDonald in here. See, he's telling me to shut up. He made me sneeze. We can't know about the Ronald McDonald. We can't know about Ronald McDonald. I had to stop saying his name. Anyway. Yeah, it's a great game. Highly recommend it if you're looking for a fun little skateboarding adventure. We got Hitman 2 Blood Money. This is definitely a lot better on PS3 and 360. I would not recommend the PS2 version. It doesn't really run that well. I don't even know why I have it on here. I think I just picked it up because it was cheap. But yeah, if you get it on PS3 or 360. My stack fell over. I'll pick it up after. Next here we got Rocket Power Beach Bandits. Rocket Power Beach Bandits is a great, pretty much, what do you want to call it? Well, if you guys know Rocket Power was a Nickelodeon show back in the day, with Reggie, Otto, Twister, Sam. You know, they're just one-out adventures. They were skateboarding, they were surfing, they doing radical shit, man. They were just hanging out at the Shore Shack, eating burgers. You know, this game pretty much has all that in it. There's fun little, like, an adventure aspect to it where you have to go up against, like, robots and fight these robots with hockey pucks. You pretty much have, like, a hockey stick and you chuck hockey pucks at the robots. There's also, like, little hang gliding freaking missions where you go on the zip line and you zip through all that. You can skateboard, rollerblade. Yeah, it's quite the game, honestly. Definitely a game I want to go back to and experience again, just because, whoa, uh-oh, I knocked down my bottle of water, just because I would like to go back to it, just to, you know, relive the nostalgia, because Rocket Power was a huge part of my childhood. Where'd my water go? I think that was, something telling me to hydrate, honestly. I was pretty thirsty. The next game up here is Just Cause. This is the first Just Cause. Just your typical action adventure, open world kind of game. Not going to say too much about it. Ultimate Spider-Man. Ultimate Spider-Man is a great game. It has that The back of my case is wrecked, honestly. Sorry. I would like to get a new copy of that just because of how poor condition my copy's in, but it is that cel-shaded, comic graphic style. And that's what makes it so great, honestly. It's open world. You can fight Venom. Wolverine makes an appearance. Fantastic Four make an appearance. A lot of different Marvel characters make appearances in this game. Which is very fun. Very different. Honestly, one of my favorite Spider-Man games ever made. If you can find a copy for a good price, I'd highly recommend you pick it up. I think it goes for like $20 on eBay, maybe more. Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. I have not played it. I just have it in my collection. Never been a big Metal Gear Solid fan. Except for Metal Gear Rising on PS3. Bella's Deer Hunt 2004. I'm not a big deer hunt fan. I really don't like hunting. I really don't, like the whole hunting animals for sport thing. I think it's stupid. But, the games can be fun, I guess. I used to enjoy them back in the day when I was a kid. But now it's just like, if I want to kill things, I'll just turn on Grand Theft Auto. And that's usually me just running over pedestrians. I'd rather run over pedestrians than shoot animals. Persona 3 FES. This is honestly an amazing RPG as well. I still think 4 is my favorite, but 3 is also amazing. If you're gonna play this, I highly recommend you guys play Reload. Reload was the new remake of the game that's available on PS5, PS4, Xbox One, Xbox Series, and PC. I'm pretty sure it might still be on Game Pass as well. So if you want to experience an amazing game, go play Persona 3 Reload on current generation consoles and last gen consoles. Devil May Cry, we all know this hack and slash, amazing, awesome experience. We got Dante. Dante is freaking amazing. Now my favorite Devil May Cry game is actually Devil May Cry 4, and you actually play as Nero in that one. And I highly recommend you guys play, if you guys never played Devil May Cry 4, play Devil May Cry 4. It's on PS3 and 360, and that game is just... That's a reason why it's my favorite. It's really, really good. But the first one is still a classic. Kingdom Hearts 1. It's the one that started it all. Amazing game. The only Kingdom Hearts game I've beaten. I did start playing through 2, but I stopped. I need to go back to that soon. I have it on PS4. I have that complete collection on PS4, so I will go back to it soon. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts. Final Fantasy and Disney. It was a great combination. Final Fantasy X-2. You're not missing anything. There's a reason why it's shat on. Play it or don't play it. It doesn't matter. Next game here is Jak 2. In my opinion, I don't have the manual. In my opinion, Jak 1, Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy, is the best Jak and Daxter game. Jak 2 is alright, but it just has some things in there I didn't like, really. The driving controls are horrible. They really didn't need to add guns to it. I think Jak and Daxter was fine the way it was, just as your traditional collectathon platformer. And I think that's what it should have stayed as. Minority Report, fun little beat 'em up. It's pretty much, I think it's based off the movie, probably. There's a movie, I think Tom Cruise is in that movie. I might be wrong. I can't remember. But yeah, it's a fun little just beat 'em up. You can fly around on a jetpack. I didn't play much of it, but it's alright. Kind of a little game not a lot of people know about, I guess. Final Fantasy X button, greatest hits. Has a Square Enix logo down there instead of Squaresoft, because that's when Square bought Enix, or Enix bought Square, or I think Square bought Enix. I think that's how that went. Indigo Prophecy. Great fun game made by Quantic Dream. Same people who did Heavy Rain and Detroit Become Human. This game is very fun, very dark, very mysterious. Controls did not age well for this game, but I still recommend you guys give it a shot, because it's still a great game, just for the story. The Getaway, I would recommend you stay away from it. Controls are garbage. Like, garbage. Could have had potential if the controls were not garbage, but they were garbage. Whoa, loose disc. You go in there. Star Ocean Till the End of Time, a great, fun JRPG. I'm not the biggest Star Ocean fan, so I don't have much to say about it, but from what I did play of it, I did enjoy it. It's been a long time, I don't remember much about it. I just remember playing them. I remember enjoying it quite a bit. Jak 3, pretty much the same case as Jak 2. Unnecessary shit. Vehicles, guns, bigger open world. It's still enjoyable to its own, in its own right, but still. Just give me Jak and Daxter, the precursor legacy. That's the kind of Jak I want. NFL Street, the only football game I'll ever play and ever enjoy. Very fun. I love the Street series, whether it be NFL Street or NBA Street. They're just very fun and different compared to the other standard sports games. So I think that's why I like it so much. Black, a first-person shooter that was ahead of its time for, this generation of gaming, honestly. It looks amazing. It was great. EA did a great job on this. It's on original Xbox as well. Great game, great experience. Grand Theft Auto Vice City, a classic, great game. Not my favorite, but it's up there, definitely. I mean, I do love the radio stations in this game because it's just all old 80s rock, and I love that. But yeah. Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Good game. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Again, I think I'll take this one over Vice City just because of the bigger open world, the BMX bikes, and the more stuff you can do to it, and the character customization. I think this is a lot of people's favorite Grand Theft Auto. Ooh, damn, greatest hits disc in a black label case. I never really noticed that. But yeah, GTA San Andreas, y'all know what it is. I don't have to go into full explanation about a Grand Theft Auto game. Grand Theft Auto 3, again, it's alright for what it is. When it first came out, it was probably a big deal because it was the first GTA that was, not the isometric view. It was a third person, just open world game. Gun is a Western game, kind of a somewhat big open world, not as big as Red Dead Redemption 1, but still a great, enjoyable experience, still fun to explore. You can mine gold, you can collect different guns. It is a very good story. It's also on Xbox 360 and PS3 as well, so you probably want to play it there. But, you know, the PS2 version, from what I remember, wasn't horrible. Extermination. Extermination is some, like, you know, Resident Evil type game. Freaking horror games with aliens and weird creatures inside of it. It's, I guess, I never really heard much people talk about it. It is pretty fun for what it is. I guess, I mean, if you could find a copy for cheap, which you probably will, I mean, this game's probably like $3 at most. Definitely go and give it a try, I guess. I might actually give it a try one of these days again, too, because sometimes I want to play something like Resident Evil, but not Resident Evil, so. And speak of the devil, Resident Evil 4, the last game in the collection here. Resident Evil 4 is an amazing game. It's a classic, even though the PS2 version is the worst version. Oh, hey, look. We have a receipt in the case. What did I buy? Ooh, really? I can't read this person's handwriting. I see Final Fantasy 12, so apparently I bought my copy of Final Fantasy 12 when I bought this. And the other games is Resident Evil 4, and then there's a top game, and I can't even make out what it says. It's that one right on top. I can't tell what the hell that is. But, yeah. Resident Evil 4, great game. If you're gonna play it though, you know, try to get it on, you know, the GameCube or like, I heard the Wii version's pretty good. I haven't personally played it, but there's also the remake. You can get the remake of this on PS4, PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. And that's probably the way you should play it, honestly, at this point. But yeah, Resident Evil 4, a great game. I haven't played the remake myself yet, but I really want to. It looks really good. I heard great things about it. So, anyway, guys, thanks you all for watching. That was my PS2 collection. I was not expecting to make this video a half hour. Holy hell. Things happen. Anyway, I'm getting the hiccups now for some reason. I think I need to drink more water. So, until next time, guys. Peace out. Keep gaming. I'll have some more content for you guys soon. Peace out.